G'day, Pat the Backyard Builder here. Well, we had probably the longest winter on record, followed by the shortest summer on record. Unfortunately, I didn't get a whole lot of casting done this summer. In fact, I didn't even get to mix out once because I was kind of been busy working on my infrastructure around the yard here, trying to get some storage places built and trying to get my garage finished so I can actually do some casting in the winter time. Working on a heated garage right now, so that's been taking up the bulk of my time. But anyways, I'm in the workshop now. It's snow on the ground. We've had snow here actually. It snowed the 29th of August, if you can believe that. 29th of August we had snow on the ground. And unlike most years where it normally melts after a week or so and gives us a nice long period of decent weather for fall, we had maybe 2 weeks here at the end of October was semi-decent. Got up to 8 or 10 degrees. So not particularly warm, but it did get up into the pluses anyways. It was just pathetic for the entire month of September. It was just a total loss and yikes, you know. It's frustrating because I wasn't able to do a whole lot. The end of August we had smoke coming in from BC. It was so thick and heavy you couldn't hardly breathe. I had to wear my air mask outside because it was bothering my breathing too much, and then turn around and next thing we know we got snow on the ground. So didn't even get a ball, it totally ripped off, but oh well. Not much you can do about it. You can't change the weather, so you just have to roll with it. So, anyways, working inside my my little workshop here, and I'm still trying to get things set up here. I mostly moved in last spring here, but I've still got piles and piles of stuff all over the place. So, got to build some storage shelves. And that's my project for today here. Just making some utility shelves for storing a few things on here. So let's get started. Anyways, I spent the afternoon out in the snow and did a whole bunch of cutting. I got all my pieces all pre-measured and pre-cut here, and we're just going to show you how to build a quick throw it together, kind of get down dirty business kind of shelf here. So, and that's basically all I need is just something to store projects on as I work on them. So anyways, my shelf is going to go in this corner here that goes around my bathroom, and I'm just going to make it so it goes around that little jog there, so I can get the maximum amount of shelf area in this little space here. And then I've got to watch out for my drain pipe below the air exchanger, so I can only go so wide there. But we're actually going to make our shelf into 2 sections here. So anyways, we're going to start by drilling a few pilot holes here so that we don't end up splitting our wood too badly. Just a word of warning here, whenever you're doing any kind of drilling inside, always make sure you just lift things off the floor a bit, or off the table surface, whatever it is. You don't need any accidents when you're drilling inside here. Go through a floor or a table or your wife's dining table or something like that. That can really lead to a little bit of stress in the situation. Anyway, on to plan B here. I had planned on piloting these holes and putting them on, but then I decided I'm going to just drill everything from the inside. So we'll get some blue on here. I think this blue is probably as old as the Ark is, but it'll work. So we marked out our spot. We're just putting our spacer there, and when you just trying to put the nicer edges toward the front here, so that had a little bit of a yucky spot on it. So just going to do a little bit of pre-assembly here, and then we'll throw it all together. Yeah, to set the shelves, simply mark a line here, and just set our square down, and like so. And now our supports here are actually going at the bottom underneath that, so that's the shelf is going to be 24 inches from the floor. I'm not putting a shelf on the floor. It just puts stuff on the floor there. Just saves a little bit of material, but there we go. And just have a Kleenex handy to wipe up any excess glue here so that it doesn't dry in a bead on you. And this little piece in the center here is actually a little bit different than the other pieces. So what we're going to do, we're actually going to put a longer piece in, because this is actually what's going to go around our corners. So 24, 48. And this piece here, we have it. Now the one shelf is going to line up, but the other shelf isn't, which is perfectly fine. I'll show you what's going to happen here, because this is the part that goes around the corner. Right? So I need to mark that there. Anyways, because this is a corner shelf, one thing we're going to do here, we're going to just round off the one edge here, the one corner, so that we don't catch ourselves on it when we're entering and exiting the room here. So just line up your edges on your corner there, and just take a handy dandy jigsaw and cut your corner off. Now I'm only doing that on one corner, of course. You'll see why when we get it all put together it'll make sense. So I just grab myself a plug here and let's get started here. And then you can just take a sander and smooth that off a bit. Okay, so I've pre-started these now, and just gonna get them turned in here so that I can feel the point Uh, what we're going to do next here, we're going to take these strips and we're going to mount them 90 degrees. But just a little easier if we have them pre-started, and then it's just a matter of drilling them into the end grain. Because what we're going to do next, we're actually going to take these strips here and they're going to go like so, and then our shelf is going to sit in here. So let's get some glue here. There we go. Now we're drilling into the end. I guess I got a brand new bottle. I guess I gotta cut the top off here. Okay, so we're actually gluing into the end grain. So, but that's actually gonna work out to be not too bad for strength here. So this is where it's handy to pilot this in advance. There we go. Of the excess and carry on. And then these pieces are going to go in just like so. And well, that's the wrong piece, but it'll actually line up with the front. So we'll just carry on here. I'm going to start with our first shelf here, and it's just going to go in like so. And just take our glue and run a bead all along here. There we go. And this should get amazingly strong here once we get a couple of screws in here. It should be a little more stable to work with while it's horizontal as well. There we go. We need one about every foot here. So we'll just couple of these things in. Now, the last thing we're going to do is to give this some strength. Got these angle pieces cut, and we're just going to go like so, and that's going to give this some strength here on the outside of the corner here. So, a little bit of glue again on the corner, and we will just set that in like so. And make sure we're somewhat square here, and just a screw to secure that. One from the back here now. And that shelf is not going to go anywhere. One quick little tip that'll help you line these things up: if you just put a mark there and then you don't have to fiddle around with it when you have the glue. So the final thing we're going to do for this section is just put another couple of uprights on here. I'm going to put one here and one on the back side, and then that'll make this section nice and strong. And then we can go to getting our longer shelf here put in place and get this all put together here. So we'll just mark off where we're going to need the glue here, and we'll get our glue, and like so. And since this is the same length as the other pieces, it should just fit nicely here. Let's put it into place and we'll get some screws. So with this section all put together, we can stand it in the corner. It tucks into that little corner bit, and then we can just take this part here and we can just put our shelves across, and that'll complete our utility shelf. It's just a matter of simply sanding it, painting it, and whatever, and we're ready to run. So this could turn out to be the challenging part, balancing this. I'm thinking what we'll do, we'll just set that in there for now, and it's going to stay. Good. Then we'll take this other part here, make sure that fits the way it's supposed to. And look at that, we actually measured right. All stays together here. Get some glue, we can screw that together, and we're ready to go here. Look at that, wow. Okay, so now dry fitting is complete. So on to the next stage, we'll get the glue out. Just a couple little tips for putting this together. If you're having trouble with this pulling apart, you got a little gap in between here. What you can do is just come around the end and just sink a screw right into the end, and that'll just suck that all in together. And then when you're putting things together, make sure you just go at a little bit of an angle, and that'll just draw everything together as you sink the screw in, and that keeps it all nice and tight. And then just to keep everything strong and tight so it doesn't wobble and stuff like that, we're just going to put some corner braces in at the back here. Just mark off where they go. Once again, find our glue bottle. There it is. Just a couple beads of glue, and we'll just stick that right in place. And I'm just going in from the back side here, and again at a bit of an angle. This just hides the screw if you go in from the back side. Just make sure you don't come out the face. Alright, so we've got our shelf put together. We've got some corner bracing in here to strengthen it up so it doesn't wibble warble on us. The final thing we're going to do, we're going to take a strip here, and we're just going to mount it in here. And what that's going to do, it's just going to give this shelf some extra strength here so that we can put some heavier items on this the shelf here. And we don't have to worry about our shelves bending and buckling in the middle here. So basically we're just going to put our glue all the way around, and then just a few screws in the top here, and just fasten that to there, and that's going to be about it. We're going to that'll be it for the shelf. We can sand her up and paint her, and we're done. Anyways, have a good day. So anyways, one of the real nice things about this shelf system is if you need more shelves, as obviously I do, it's a really easy problem to solve. Have a good day.